Sports coverage of the to throw on second down. Bond. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll take this down to the 33. The Cowboys at 11-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Here's Stroud.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. He completes this to Walker.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Bond.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Bond. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds, or no one's going to have a chance at it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 25-yard line.
Back to throw again. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bond on the screen. This is Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And you can see by the X next to their name, they have clinched the NFC East already. For the moment, though, they would host a wild card game in round 1.
And for me, It brings back memories about
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Los Angeles.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Eckler.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Well, this is caught by Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Play action. Stroud now.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Stroud looking to throw.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this is going to remain a 1-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Now a give running left to Eckler.
He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Quickly completed to the right flat. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yards to pick up the 1st down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Stroud. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Stroud to throw it.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
And it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's taken in by Watson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
At the Rams' 30-yard line.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Stroud. Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Complete to Christian Watson. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Walker.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. On the give, this is their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Stroud.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
A 21-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. But the defenses practice these situations too.
And just look at it this way. The 2 owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boys, my team well prepared. And the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking?
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. Bond. appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stroud out of the gun here. He completes this to Walker. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 33-yard line.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
A solid stiff arm.
And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Stroud will look to throw once more.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Mecole Hardman.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. Deshaun Watson, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Saints had too much talent to finish the way they did, as a Week 17 victory can only get them to 6-10 with 1 game to go. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Calvin Ridley, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan Kenneth Walker. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Stroud.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Fielded just inside the 20. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bond.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. It's complete to Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1.
At the 45-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1. Stroud.
Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bond.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10. Bond. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And Watson has it right side. So that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down.
Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And Walker has it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Stroud on 3rd down now.
He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Rams ready to go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Quick slant to Watson.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
At the Rams' 42-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Stroud looking to throw.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Here's Stroud.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bond. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the third.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Bond got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Bond throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Reynolds. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 5. First down, Los Angeles.
Eckler now between the tackles. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Stroud off the play fake.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Play action. Stroud now. He completes this to Walker.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
A 52-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure that this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Bond.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On the return, Deontay Hardy. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed, don't
Yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bond.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
A pass complete downfield to Renfro.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Cowboys' 16-yard line.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Back to throw. Bond. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Oliver, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Able to power through.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 33. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
3rd down and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And Walker once more.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So this one will end in a victory.